snap! My battery's low on my phone already. I don't have my cables untangled to work on the flight. There's a screaming baby behind me. Where are my noise-canceling headphones? Any of those scenarios happen to you? Over the last 30 years, I've encountered all of them. Mistakes I've made along the ways I fixed it. I have a flawless tech flight because I have everything organized in a nice pouch and I'm ready to fly. I am heading on a long haul flight, 10 plus hours, here very shortly. Today, I thought would be a good day to revisit my tech pouch. Everything I need in flight, ready to fly, organized at my fingertips, and all in a personal item bag and a carry-on suitcase only. Not that this goes in my carry-on suitcase, it goes in my personal item bag. But that's how I travel. No checked bags, at least for this trip. And we are going for 10 plus days, but I'm ready for the flight. Let's fly into it. First, the real quick intro. I'm that pilot wife lady here on YouTube, sharing all things travel so that you can travel well, travel light, and travel in your own kind of carry-on personal bag style. I'm a former teacher, former high school photographer, and this in my midlife is how I get my teaching and my creativity all out in the open. That I love sharing all things travel, good, bad, mistakes I made and still make, so that you can fly a little easier and travel a little bit better. I'm going to break this down into 5 categories. One is power and charging. The next is audio and noise, then comfort tech, organization, and just the nice to haves. Category number 1, power and charging. Hopefully you have all your devices fully charged up before you even leave the house. However, depending on how long it takes you to get to the airport, whether you have to use navigation to get there, your battery might drain quickly. Well, a few things to pack first in your in-flight tech kit would be a portable charger. Portable chargers for the airplane have gotten a makeover. There are some new, more stringent rules on personal chargers, and I will link below the video that I did with that specifically. Pay attention to the airline that you're flying because all of those rules have changed and they're just a little bit different depending on the airline you fly. The big confusion comes in is when people are asking about, I don't see that on the TSA rules. That's correct. TSA rules still the same. We can't put lithium batteries inside our checked luggage. However, once you get to the airplane, that's all on the airline that you fly. And they have now put out their own more stringent rules due to the airline fires, cabin fires. So just make sure that you have the right kind of portable charger. My 2 that I have, very dependable, fall within the guidelines, and I can link those below for you. It's just down in the, if you click on the more button, you can get that description and it will have all of these down there. There's nothing worse than getting on the airplane and some only have 2 charging ports. So one person is going to get left out. Now, most long haul flights, when we're in a 777 or a 787, those will have charging ports for each seat. But don't assume that they do. Bring some way to charge your phone or your iPad or your e-reader in flight if your battery gets low. All the stickler rule stuff out of the way. We have our portable chargers in our kit. If you run low on the portable charger and say you get to the airport at your destination after 10 long hours, have some type of device. These are my data blockers that if I have to use a public charger, I will plug this in first and then plug in my phone. I have never had my information, I think the juice jacked, but I'm not gonna take the chance. It could be rare, it could be rampant. Don't know, don't care, not taking the chance. This pack that has multiple different outlets, so when I travel with family, friends, that if they need one, it'll fit all kind of the adapter that they have. If you don't wanna do this, then have a traditional outlet plug. Don't plug directly into the USB. Then, as a side note, I don't pack my travel charger for the hotel or Airbnb in my in-flight kit. However, this one comes with the adapter and the cord. This cord I will keep in my in-flight tech bag because I can use it for the ports to charge my phone directly should my portable charger run out of battery, because that's one of the other rules. I know, back to the rules. We cannot charge our portable chargers in flight. You cannot plug these in and charge in the port in the airplane. So many rules. But that's why you found me. We got it all taken care of. This will be packed with my portable chargers inside my in-flight tech kit. That goes in my bag for when I reach the hotel. Category number 2 is audio and noise. Have some type of noise canceling headphones, whether you like the over the ear or just the smaller in-ear, make sure they're noise canceling. It's just, even if there were no other noises in the airplane, the jet noise is noisy enough. On a flight where you don't have an upset child, a loud talker, a loud gum chewer, whatever it is, there is noise. And just to be able to cancel that out a little bit makes a huge difference. Along with that, have something that you can adapt your noise canceling headphones into the in-flight tech. Longer flights, bigger planes, most of them still have the in-screen, and if you want to use that, you're gonna need some type of device to be able to use your own headphones and listen to that movie or that show. The AirFly, where it makes mine Bluetooth. So you plug that into the jack in the seat back, and then I would hook up my headphones to listen to the movie. Earplugs. Sometimes you don't want to listen to anything, but it's nice to be able to just block out the noise. Unless you can sleep with a whole bunch of noise around you, then that's just one less thing you have to pack. With my AirPods, I also have my little necklace. These are hooked up to my AirPods, so if they fall out in flight, I'm not chasing them down 10 rows, or even worse, down next to my seat. Category number 3 is comfort tech. And in this category would be some type of phone holder, tech holder that you can set on your tray table so that you don't have to hold your phone the whole time, or if the in-seat hook, which they have at the top of the airplane seats that you can fold down to hold your phone, it's just a nice option to have. Very thin, doesn't take up much room. The other thing would be a neck pillow, or I'm not a neck pillow person, I'm a travel scarf. This works as my pillow, my blanket, my shawl, face covering if it's too bright, but something that's just gonna help you relax, especially if you have that window seat, nice to put up against there, just to get a little more comfortable and relaxed in your seat. The other thing with a long haul flight would be blue light blocking glasses. Not a must, but I'm to the reader stage, so my readers also have blue lights in them. Optional, don't have to include it, of course. I guess all these things are optional, right? It's just suggestions. Category number 4, organization. Having cords, you will have some type of cord, I'm assuming, and being able to wrangle those all together in a nice neat bunch before you put them in your in-flight tech kit just keeps things so it's not a tangled, jumbled mess. Even use like a hair clip. If you have smaller bunches, just put a hair clip on there to hold it. Or one of those, do they still do the zip ties with the baggies? That would be another option. The next part would be the bag itself. I have a few because I switch depending on the flight that I'm on, how long it is, how much I'm taking, to be able to have organizational sections so it's not all one big tossed in there, unless that's the way you like it. This one I use, which is just one open pouch, but it's small And I use it when I'm not taking a ton of tech, and just place it neatly in line there. Works great. Or my parallel bag folds when it sits on the tray table is really nice. It has organizational, these elastics, different pouches to put sections in. And I'm gonna pack everything in a minute so I can kind of show you what goes where in my in-flight tech, and maybe slipping in a little treat inside my bag too. Category number 5 is the bonus, or just nice to have. 1, a tracker. I'm an iPhone person, so I have the AirTag. These actually, 1 in the tech kit, 1 in the personal item bag, 1 in the suitcase, because on the off chance that I do have to gate check, I just like having something inside that I can track. Meta sunglasses. These are the ones with the camera and the video inside there. I can use them as sunglasses. I can also use them as my Bluetooth device for music and things on trips. So these don't go on every trip, but they do go on some, again, depending on the trip that I'm going on, because they're a bonus item. Now let's pack it all up. Do you pack in a favorite treat on any of your trips? I'd be curious. As I pack things up today, I'm also packing it in for this video. I'll be back again next week and hope to see you back here. Thanks for watching and happy travels. New microphone, new lighting. 1, 2, 3. 3, 2, 1. How does it sound? So a cue. What is this? What is this?